I don't know how well this will work showing you this, because my pencil lines are not that light, but they just don't show up with the camera very well. I tried to move them outside so that I could show you, but anyway, so I have quite a few to go through here. See, I made quite a few of these things, and these are supposed to be beach scenes, and there's going to be water that'll be like this, because the water's over here. When I'm done, but on this one, because I didn't put the, anyway, doesn't matter. Now some of these I did a better job on than others. I'm going to have to do more preliminary drawing before I actually paint them. And I don't plan on painting them until summer. This is how I normally used to do things. I would work on my drawings in the winter months, and then I'd get those okay, and then before I paint, I'll erase so I can still see what I need to see through it a little bit, but I won't have to use as many coats of paint to cover and stuff like that, because this, every little, it's very hard to cover up the pencil. It just seems to seep through. So, and this will be acrylic. And those are the kids. They're very upset. They can hear me out here talking. They don't know who I'm talking to. Anyway, this was the first one I did for practice, and there's a little dung beetle there rolling his dung. Somebody playing with the ball. And I didn't do a great job on that, but my I had a little more success as I went along. And what I was trying to do is, remember I was mentioning that book, what was it? How to Draw Animals in 10 Steps or something like that, and it's really not 10 steps. Sometimes they'd put a couple together, or sometimes they'd stretch it out, the steps, a little bit. So anyway, but it was an excellent book for kids, and so I was thinking, you know, if I had Mira, what would be the kind of things I'd love to be doing? And I'd love to be drawing these, you know, getting a book out with the 10 animals, or 10 step drawing animals, whatever, and just draw with her, teach her how to draw the animals, and then go through. So I thought, well, you know, this year, which has started over, like it's 2018 and it'll run through 2019, and then anyway, it's a art project that I'm working on, and everything that I do has to do with Mira. So who doesn't exist and probably never will, but anyway, so I'll set that there and I'll show you. So everything that I paint is going to have to do with like I'm thinking about that a lot. And anyway, so every one of these drawings has one of the animals from the 10 Easy Steps, or, oh, I forgot to bring that other book out. Anyway, and there was another book about drawing, Illustrator's Reference Guide, I think it was called, and it's very good. I've been using it a lot. As you can see, this is the last guy I worked on, and I got him pretty good. And then I was trying to, like, I'm doing a feather headdress from behind, and I have to work on that a lot, because a lot of them look like, I don't know, leaves or something, or flower petals. They don't look like feathers, but I will deal with that later. And as I was going, I was realizing, oh no, I'm losing my man. In behind as I'm putting the feathers in, I actually like the man, and it'll make it harder for me to paint like the little pink bits in between the feather if I don't know where he is. So then I was drawing the feathers so that I could see him, and I'm like, this is going to take me forever. So I thought, if I paint him first pink, or like not pink, you know, whatever, he could be a tannish color or whatever. He's not going to be pink, because that would be funny, unless I wanted to make a pink person, and you know, maybe I will, but not here. So then afterwards I will paint the feathers over him, so then I can see his skin colored bits underneath. So Anyway, the feathers are going to be really big. They're going to go right across here at the end. And, but anyway, so, and the reason for the illustrator's reference guide is, I mean, the pictures are very small. It's very hard to even make out where like I have to just imagine where the knuckles are and stuff, because you can't even see that. Like, there's a lot of the pictures are nude poses, but you can't even make out whether, like, you can see the man they give full frontal for this man in the book, but you cannot make out, I don't think he's circumcised, but I really can't tell, honestly. So, I mean, it doesn't offer a lot of detail, so you just gotta work on that on your own, but it does help, and I've found it to be really beneficial, especially since for a lot of people, myself included, I find that I don't really look at people. I don't look at other people. I think it's, I think we view it as disrespectful to really look at people, so we don't really know what they look like when we try to draw them. And I mean, it's obvious when you're a little kid and you try to do it and you're like, why isn't this working the way that I think that it should, or whatever. But then as you get older, you just either you lose that inhibition, which is kind of, I mean, I think it's respectful not to really stare at people, but anyway, or you just find some other way to work around it, or you never figure out what people actually look like. So, so this book, anyway, it helps me because then I don't feel like I feel like I'm able to look at these people to draw them. So, and I realize that in drawing people, I do have to understand what people look like naked. And then I can put clothes on them afterwards. So, yeah, anyway, I have to fix the dragon on his back because it didn't work out too well. But, that's the first one. And actually, I had started with this boy, and then I decided, well, it wasn't working out. I had to change the lines quite a bit. I put it aside for a while, and then it happened to be the last picture that I worked on too, and then I put dude in there. But anyway, and I can't tell you which the order the other ones were in now, but I'm not done drawing them. I'm just showing you. So, duck, and then there's a couple ladies that look like they're in kind of bird posing thing. So, and then this lady with the hat, and she has a seahorse on her back. And these guys at the beach. Oh, this one's kind of pornographic, so I don't think I should show that one. But I have an owl in this one. And Datura. Oh, I was also using an encyclopedia of gardening. Oh, there was a fuchsia in that plant too, but anyway, doesn't matter. Donkey. Guy playing guitar against a palm tree. And a couple dancing. And from that one, the water will come from the other side. A couple people kissing. Guy carrying naked lady. I don't know if she's dead. She might have drowned. And the dog, who's really a wolf, but it's a dog. It's his dog in this. Girl who's stressed out has brought her dead fish to the ocean to dump in the ocean. She's paying her last respects. guy working out at beach. He has a pet lion. He's watching another guy with much bigger muscles, much bigger weights, working out at beach with a tiger. Kind of pudgy lady. She's trying to stay in shape. And has a giant container of drink milk with the cow. I had to get creative with a few of these animals to fit them into my things. I still haven't done a couple of them, but I haven't felt like doing them, so I'm just going to show you these ones. So Bunny, with girl who has bunny kind of ears with her legs, and she's watching a portable television with the bunny ears, and kind of like bunny ears. So that one's a beach bunnies one, and then this one's the crab with girl doing crab. Girl sleeping with her cat. I might still stick an umbrella in that one. Don't want her to get a sunburn. So, orchid, snail, and young, I don't know, maybe 20-year-old guy holding his granny. They're sitting out on the beach together. Guy eating junk food. And he's eating almonds, I think, because then this little guy here, he has an almond. And there's a butterfly hanging off that one. With passion flowers. It's my favorite kind of flower. Oh, and the beetle. There's a guy. He's stranded on the beach. I mean, there's lots of people on this beach, so I don't know how he thinks he's stranded here. He must be just around the corner. And he has an SOS thing that he's rigged up to sleep underneath. And he's tied his goat that he managed to catch or something here. And then he has I'm going to draw the bars on later once I've painted. So he has a chicken in a cage. And he puts a little palm frond over top of it so chicken doesn't get too hot. And these are two little girls working out at the beach. So that one's doing some sort of bicycle kick maneuver on her back, and this one's just stretching. And presumably the parents are watching them and very pleased. So they're sitting in front of the ocean and everybody's happy. The kids are playing and they're drinking. It might be beer, we don't know, but it has moose on the bottle. So and this guy has his little daughter and he looks worried. I don't know what happened. She got scared. Maybe a crab chased after her, or she stepped on a piece of broken bottle glass, but I don't see that her foot is bleeding. I don't know what scared her. Maybe she just got scared of a jellyfish or something. So he's consoling her. And then there's a lunchbox here that Mama's obviously packed along, and or maybe not. Maybe he did and he brought it over. Maybe there's no Mom in the picture. I don't know what happened. She's not in this picture anyway. But I've just thought, well, she packed these lunches and he's taking care of his little daughter for the day. And so he has his grizzly bear lunchbox and she has her little panda bear lunchbox. And hopefully those treats make her a little happier. And then she can go splash around in the pond again. So there's a couple kissing again. There's a different couple. Because I think a lot of people feel romantic when they go to the beach. And then there's a, what do you call it, chameleon on somebody else's hand. So somebody's here. We don't know who. And I don't know what else is going to happen with that picture yet, but there's a dog snoozing here. And this little happy piggy wants to go wake up that dog, I think, and say, look it, I'm getting to go for a walk with my friend here. And who obviously really loves this pig, because this pig is wearing a bow. Now this lady, she's walking somebody in her other hand, and walking him in this hand. And I accidentally got the paint off there, so I'm gonna have to fix that later before I paint. And this lady here, she kind of has Cookie Monster eyebrows or something going on, but we'll fix that later. And she has a nice rock. It's a tank top that has an elk on it. Looks pretty good. I think I did a pretty good job with the elk. Lady who has earrings that are made out of fish. So she just went and caught some fish in the maybe a little pool as the tide had receded, I don't know, and they're now jewelry. And I shouldn't have done, I got carried away drawing, and I shouldn't have done that. That was a very bad idea, because now it's going to make it really hard for me to paint that. I'm going to have to use like 10 coats of paint on that. Anyway, horse running, naked guy running. You can't see anything though. I picked a pose where he's not showing off. So there's a boat there, and little kid is holding up jellyfish in jar, showing mom or dad. Dad, I think, because that might be mom. I don't know. But anyway, lady, and there's a lady hanging from this parachute that's being pulled by the boat. So he's, or she, the little kid is trying to show the parent, look, it looks like a parachute. And it totally does. Now this one's kind of pornographic too, but I don't know. So there's lady, she's getting disrobed, and then there's that lady who wants some sunblock on her, and then this lady over here who's also getting disrobed, but she has her bathing suit on already. So anyway, so there's an old guy, and he's looking at us, and he has his pretty young Asian wife on his arm, and they're just hanging out. And I'm gonna finish this tree branch and stuff later on. There's a bird. And there's a pig on the spit, and hopefully that's not our friend, the little happy pig earlier, because this one's getting roasted. And sleeping lady. And I think sad elephant. I have to fix elephant. It didn't work out too well, but elephant's over saying sadness to pig. And that's it.